Truma, makers of the Combi Heater and iNet system, are proud to sponsor Practical Motorhome TV.
Welcome back. We're going to check out a dealer special edition from Marquis Leisure.
Until recently, Aqueduct Marina and Caravan Park in Cheshire was a popular and well-respected marina, providing full services and facilities for their narrowboat owners on the Shropshire Union Canal. But in May 2016, the park also opened its doors to motorhomes and caravans, with a small but well-maintained area for overnight visits and longer stays. Each of the 14 hard-standing pitches has electric hookup and running water, plus 6 have grey waste disposal points. All pitches are extra wide, allowing plenty of room for awnings, or even your deck chairs. The site boasts modern facilities and an impressive record of customer service, having won several awards for its friendly and helpful staff, something that regular customers seem to appreciate.
The staff are really friendly, as you probably found today. They're extremely helpful. It's just a really nice place to come and stay.
The staff here it's like family. It's like home away from home, and they go out of their way to do anything for you. I think it's the staff that attract you here because they're so helpful.
All of the food in the gallery cafeteria is freshly prepared on site. And for those of you with a little more energy in the evenings, there's something for you guys too.
We have social evenings once a month, last Saturday of the month, which is when we do, it can be a karaoke night, it can be a poker night, it can be a local band, live band playing. Once a year we have an open fun weekend, so we have bands on the Saturday night. On the Sunday we have an open day where there's lots of stalls. Anyone can come along to those events. We don't mind, it's not just people on the park or moorers, it's for anybody.
And there's plenty more to do during the day in and around the site. For walkers, there's a towpath along the canal adjacent to the marina. And the reception also has some handy pre-prepared walks to do in the local area. The ancient market town of Nantwich is just a 15-minute drive away, with the fantastic Grade 1 listed St Mary's Church in Market Square. This busy little town has great shops, narrow cobbled streets and timber buildings, as well as fine old pubs and bars, and a swimming pool if you need to burn off some excess energy. Alton Towers is 40 minutes away, as is Chester with its famous zoo and cathedral, and lots of shopping along its beautiful medieval streets. Plus, there is the famous Snugbury Ice Cream Farm, as well as Beeston Castle, just up the road for the children. Back on site, the essentials are well taken care of, with clean washing and shower facilities shared with the marina. Plus, there's the advantage of underfloor heating in the washrooms. Well-behaved dogs were welcomed on the site, and there's also an area set aside for owners wanting to wash or perform simple maintenance on their vans. Aqueduct Marina doesn't have a drive-over motorhome service point, but owners can use a detachable hosepipe to access the site's grey waste facilities. Local bus services to Nantwich pass the site on Mondays to Saturdays, and from there you can access the hustle and bustle of Chester, Wrexham and Market Drayton.
The visitors are number one. They are our priority. We have just won South Cheshire Chamber of Commerce Business Awards for customer service. We've won that. So, you know, we are very customer based. With our moorings, with our moorers, we do send out feedback forms so that we get a regular update of how they're doing, whether they're happy or not. You know, and things with the caravanners, you know, any reviews we get, we will come back to them with things if there's a problem. So we are very customer focused.
As a caravan site, I would say that this has got all the facilities that you need. It's warm, it's friendly, it's a safe area, the facilities are good. You can get anything that you really need here from the shop point of view. The staff are very, very friendly. No problems there with the staff at all. Site's clean, well maintained, and there's plenty of space around as well.
I do some superb entertainment evenings here, all kinds of things. And as you can see, there's going to be a card evening very soon. Lots of special meal occasions, murder mysteries and things like that. The food is excellent, very good cake, and it's just very relaxed, very informal, but a good time.
I would highly recommend anybody comes and checks out this caravan site for sure. For sure.
There's nothing like the majestic autumn leaves. And if you think they're majestic, how about something else that's majestic? Like this, the Marquis Majestic 185. And if you think that line was corny, just wait until you hear what my producer wanted me to say previously. Anyway, the Majestic is Marquis Ledger's version of the Eldis AutoQuest range. That's quite an established motorhome range, but for this year what's different about it is that it comes on a lower chassis, which makes driving easier and more comfortable, and also means it doesn't have a step on the outside by the door. This reversing camera is something they've added to the Peugeot cab. It's not on at the moment because we haven't got the engine on, but if it were on, you'd see that it stays on even when you're not in reverse. I think that's really important for a motorhome like this, which has an end washroom and therefore no rear window, because you can see who's coming up, roaring up behind you. Speaking of behind you, what else is there back there? What's immediately behind us are these two parallel settees. This is obviously a comfortable and sociable layout, but what used to be the problem with it was that you couldn't have anybody else travelling with you. But they've got around that problem now, because under these settees on both sides is a travel seat you can fold up. It may not make the most comfortable of seats, but at least it means you can have people travelling with you. The central kitchen is a little above average in spec in that you have a 4-burner hob with dual fuel, a nice large sink, good workspace which you will find you can actually add to if you lift up this flap here to give you even more chopping room. There's some nice sockets here that can make use of your kettle and whatever else you might want to bring with you. A microwave, good solid lockers, really well crafted little drawers here for cutlery and other odds and sods, and of course you still get an oven and a grill. And this little knob here opens up the dedicated table storage. You might think this is a little bit over the top, but with these two sockets here and the TV socket, you could easily have a TV set on here, which people could watch either from the comfort of their sofas, or better still, while they're in bed. And speaking of the beds, I have to say the mattresses that come with these ones are particularly comfortable. But in general, it's the fixed single beds here that are this motorhome's real selling point. People seem to like them, not because they don't want to cuddle, but because they want to be able to get up at night and go and spend a penny in the end washroom without disturbing anyone. But what else is there to say about these beds? I particularly like the way, instead of having just plain under-seat lockers, you have 3 pull-out drawers here. And what's really amazing is that if you open one of them and look hard, you'll notice there's dovetail jointing. That's not something you've seen in a motorhome since Cliff Richard was having hits. But it's certainly a mark of how good the manufacturing of this motorhome has been. And finally, the reason why I said you couldn't see out the back is because you have this end washroom, which is compact, but certainly practical, with a separate shower cubicle, enough room for you to get changed around here without anyone else seeing what you're doing, and a large wardrobe where you can take most of your clothes with you. All in all, if you're the kind of motorhomer who likes comforts like this and can't be bothered with trying to fix up a bed every night, then this motorhome could well be the one for you.
Well, that's the end of another show, but we'll be back real soon with some more cracking van and site reviews, plus friendly technical advice from our expert Diamond Dave. In the meantime, you can keep in touch with us via our website, Facebook or Twitter. Until next time then, tour safe and take care.
Truma, makers of the Combi Heater and iNet system, are proud to sponsor Practical Motorhome TV.